Hi, this is Brenda. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming back. It's been a while. I know I've been gone for a couple weeks, if anyone noticed. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about composting. I built this compost bin yesterday. It's just like T-square posts and chicken wire. That's all it is. And you just hammer the T-squares down into the ground, and then I wrap the chicken wire around it. And I was composting. I had that started already, that pile, because see, it was in these buckets. It was in this container, and those, and that, two of those. But I realized that didn't work because you couldn't, I really couldn't get a good turn. I couldn't get the shovel or the hoe in there good enough to turn it over, and you need to turn your compost pile. I'll talk about this a little more later, but I was just out here looking at it and checking it over, and thought I'd post a little video about it, because that would be enough compost. I'll compost all winter to give myself enough compost for my houseplants and for my vegetable garden over here, which is at the end of the season. So I've taken everything out pretty much. I've harvested everything. But that's my vegetable garden right there. And in the spring, I'll put compost in there. I'll clean it out, rake the soil a little, and then I'll put a bed of compost on top to give it a nice, healthy, fresh, nutritious bed for whatever I plant next year. And anyway, this compost pile, and I put it right next to it. So one of the things, the convenient things, is that when I come out of the house, on my back porch, which is a mess right now, I can just come out the back door and dump my compost garbage, and just turn it right there. And when it's cold, you want something convenient, because you don't want to come out here in the dead of cold and have to trudge across the yard to do your composting. So yeah, that was pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. And composting basically is just the leaves. What I do is I start out with some old, like I had some old potting soil, some old topsoil in a bag, or I'll use soil from plants that didn't die. I don't use the dirt from plants that had disease or whatever, but for some reason I up-potted it or whatever, and that pot still had dirt in it, and I go around and collect those pots, and I put that dirt in the compost, leaves, and all the garbage, no meat. You only want to put vegetables, you want eggshells, you can put coffee grinds, that sort of thing into the compost bin. And then I toss it, turn it upside down. And then I come out in a few days and toss it again. And about every week I add new garbage, or I hate to say garbage, but that's what it is. It's the scraps. It's my vegetable scraps, my fruit scraps, the eggshells and all that stuff that I use every week. So anyway, just wanted to give you a look at the compost pile, and I'm kind of proud of it because it cost me about $6 to make that, because I already had the chicken wire, and the posts were like $2.49 a piece or something like that. So yeah, so it cost less than $10 to make this. And we'll talk about it a little later. I'll show it to you once it gets nice and cooked up. We'll revisit it. But for now, that's the end of my compost story. And I will be posting something later this week. And until next time, peace out.